one of the things that Love and Logic teaches that I like a lot and have used a ton is toy jail. And so it works great to just be able to say, you know, like you have 5 minutes or you have whatever number of minutes to clean up. And then we don't have to get into that power struggle and that whole battle of how am I going to get them to clean up? How am I going to make them do it? You know, how am I going to manipulate so that they actually do it? It can just be like, you know, that's fine. I'm happy to pick up whatever's left, but it's going to toy jail. My kids being a little bit older now, I'll say, you guys pick up everything that you want to keep. You know, pick it up by such and such a time. And they know that that means that whatever they don't pick up by such and such a time, I'm picking up. And it goes onto my Sunday shelf, and so I just stick it up on a shelf in my closet where now they're old enough they could climb up there, but they know they better not. When they were little, I would just put it in a bin where they could see it. It was up in my closet, out of their reach, but they could see it. And then on Sunday nights, where you sit down and I just auction off everything that I've picked up. And I don't auction it off to the highest bidder, don't let them bid against each other or anything like that, but they have to pay. So even for the dirty socks and the envelopes and the candy wrappers and that kind of stuff, I usually have a pretty good sense of who, at Palmer it's always the candy wrappers, and envelopes, they have their names on them, and homework it's obvious who it belongs to. So usually it can be identified, and they have to pay me for the service of having picked up after them. So it's for the older boys, it's $0.25 an item. And they have to pay. And I teach them, you know, this is real world, because I can either clean the house myself or I can hire someone to do it. I can spend my time or I can spend my money. So you guys can clean up for yourselves or you can hire someone to do it. So it's very real world. And what I've done with it that keeps me from getting too snarky about it is I'll be like, is the money that I get from them at those, I use for Starbucks.
Awesome.
So I have it set at a special place, and it is my Starbucks fund. And so sometimes then I can even joke with the kids and be like, hey, you guys, my Starbucks fund is really low, so leave that there for me, would you? You know, and then I can tease and joke and all that. And then honestly, when I'm at Starbucks and I'm like, you know, paying out the quarters and the dollars and the dimes and all that kind of stuff, I'm like, I love you guys. And, you know, thinking to my kids, or I'll even say to the ladies, you know, oh yeah, my kids are buying me my coffee today. And it just takes the anger away. So if they pick it up, ultimately I'm happiest because they're being responsible and I don't have to pick it up. But if they don't, I'm not mad at them. So the more ways I can keep myself from getting mad at them, the better.